I like what I see. Strange to me.
No, really?
Sure.
Have you heard any word about the other provinces?
Sounds like the Empire has given up on stopping the skooma trade and elsewhere. And I hear the tribal chiefs are supporting the Renridra Kryn.
That skooma trade is bad business. And the Renridra Kryn are just a bunch of thugs.
Goodbye. Greetings.
What's new with you?
I heard there were some goblins around here recently. Awful creatures.
I can't stand the sight of those creatures.
So long.
Goodbye.
Yes?
I don't have time to chat right now. With that Oblivion gate looming outside the city walls, we're bracing for an attack. Perhaps we can speak later. My first responsibility is to the people of Cheydinhal. They look to me for protection in these dark times. With an open Oblivion gate just outside our walls, I cannot risk weakening Cheydinhal's defenses, even for such a worthy cause. Good day. I don't have time. Not long ago, one of those foul gates manifested itself just outside the west gates of our city. Nothing's come out of it yet, but we fear the worst. My son, Farwil, has taken some knights and entered the gate bravely in hopes of meeting the enemy head-on. If you want to help, and we can use all the help we can get, head over to the gate and lend a hand to the guards. Be seen.
I'd advise you to keep your distance from that accursed portal. Count Indarys has ordered us to hold our positions until Farwil returns from inside that accursed Oblivion gate. Haven't you heard about these gates to Oblivion opening up all over Tamriel? Well, then you know what they're capable of producing. Although nothing has come through ever since Farwil entered. I'd advise. About 2 days ago, Count Indarys' son, Farwil, entered the Oblivion Gate with 6 other men. We haven't heard from them since then. The Count fears the worst, and has posted guards here so we can watch and see if anyone comes back out. And so far, nothing. At this point, Count Indarys is offering a reward for the recovery of his son from inside the gate, or confirmed news of his demise. If you find him, or the rest of the Knights of the Thorn, get them out of there. I'm sure the Count would also be pleased if the gate was closed.
It's about time someone got here. What took you so long? We are knights sworn to uphold the laws of Cheydinhal. We fear no being, and we strike fast and true as lightning. Many wish to join our ranks, as we are of the highest echelon. Only a select few may join the finest force ever to grace the lands of Cyrodiil. Until now, we numbered only 7, but attacked like a regiment. Our enemies quake at our approach and falter at our charge. Huzzah! I set out with the rest of the knights to dispatch this blemish on the face of our fine world. When we arrived, we were overwhelmed. I myself was able to kill perhaps 20 of them, but they just kept coming. Only Bremman and I remain alive. However, with you here now, we can take the sigil stone from that citadel and complete our quest for the good of all Cheydinhal. Huzzah! Are you mad? A Knight of the Thorn never returns home until the mission is done. It's our way. Now, in my father's name, as Count Indarys of Cheydinhal, I order you to lead me to that sigil stone. I suggest we use the Raymond sweep formation. You'll assault, and we'll guard the rear flank. Onward and upward! Huzzah! The sigil stone for this Oblivion gate is the key. As soon as we have it, we shall rid Cheydinhal of its existence. Tell me more. The path is yours. Lead on.
Even if Farwil doesn't say it, we appreciate that you're here. Don't judge Farwil too harshly. Most of what he says is fabricated, but he's young and therefore quite brash and inexperienced. All he wants to do is please his father. I've known him since he was a lad, and fighting to defend Cheydinhal is in his heart. I just wish his heart was bigger than his hubris. I'm sure you wish to hear the real story, rather than Farwil's version. Not long after the gate opened, Farwil decided an assault was in order. We charged inside and promptly met resistance. 3 of us were cut down in the first wave. We pressed on at Farwil's behest. At the base of the citadel, we met a larger second wave of foes. We lost 2 more in that skirmish, as well as Farwil and I being wounded badly. It was at this point we considered retreat. We found the way back blocked by more Daedra, so we were stuck here until rescued by you. It's just like Farwil to leap before he looks. Had we brought a City Watch contingent, we might have taken the Sigil Stone with minimal losses. Instead, Farwil wanted to prove his point. The City Watch and the Knights of the Thorn are always at odds. They think we don't have what it takes, and Farwil wanted to show them. Perhaps we're all to blame, but that's not important right now. We must complete our journey and get that stone. Please, help us. Let's keep moving.
Lead on! To victory for the Knights of the Thorn! Oh, and you too, of course. The path is yours. Lead on!
Even if Farwil... Let's keep moving. Ah, Cheydinhal. It's good to see its walls again. Perhaps in the future, Farwil will learn patience and careful planning before dragging us into a situation like that again. The gate has been closed. Finally, thanks to you, the knights have a real victory on their hands. I never want to see one of those gates again.
We made it! Victory is ours once again. Huzzah! You've done well. I wouldn't have expected such bravery from someone who isn't a Knight of the Thorn. Now that this battle between good and evil has been won, and the day is ours, you should go speak with my father. He will reward you greatly for escorting me home and closing the Oblivion Gate. Since you have led us to victory, I am hereby giving you the honorary title of a Knight of the Thorn. Your name shall be revered, and your deeds placed into song, to be performed by the greatest bards for generations to come. Congratulations. As a Knight of the Thorn, you are now expected to carry this symbol of your knighthood. Carry it proudly, and wear it well. No more will the gate threaten the good people of Cheydinhal. The Knights of the Thorn have triumphed once more. I'd stay inside the city walls if I were you. There's no telling what's going to come out of that gate. Raif Lathandis is one of the greatest painters in all Cyrodiil. Sadly, he's gone missing. His wife, Tivella, is beside herself with grief. Make sure you address the Count properly.
Yes?
I'm pleased to finally meet the savior of Cheydinhal. I'm also overjoyed that you saved my son's life. I realize he's trying at times, and he speaks before he thinks. But he's still my son, and I adore him greatly. I'm sure he was difficult to travel with, and I respect your patience. Most would have given him up for dead, rather than deal with his ego. Anyway, I digress. I'm sure you wish to hear of your reward. I'm in possession of 2 fine weapons. They're both heirlooms of the Indarys family, held in the castle for several generations. I'd take great pleasure in bestowing one of them upon you. Please, choose the Thornblade or the Staff of Indarys. The Thornblade it is. Again, I thank you on behalf of all the citizens of Cheydinhal, and I especially thank you as an elated father. Farewell, and may RK guide you. I will not forget your service to me and to Cheydinhal. Rescuing my son from the Oblivion Gate was a daring feat. With the Oblivion Gate closed, I can now gladly send aid to Bruma. My soldiers are brave and capable. They will do their duty. Yes, in fact, I do have a home for sale. It's a fairly typical Cheydinhal home. It's in decent shape, although largely unfurnished. Really? Then you shouldn't have brought up the subject. Yes, in fact, I do have a home for sale. It's a fairly typical Cheydinhal home. It's in decent shape, although largely unfurnished. Don't take too long raising the funds. I have several other interested buyers. The head of the Elder Council and a trusted servant of the Empire. No one is better suited to guide us through these troubled times. Just look around. Is not Cheydinhal the model of civic rule? No, don't bow. I am just a humble servant of the people. Even though he may be a bit misguided, I'm still proud to call him my son. I think if you had the chance to speak to any of the knights, they were happy to follow Farwil into battle. I'll be having a very long talk with my impetuous son. I don't blame him directly for their deaths, but he must learn to do things the proper way. He must realize he'll be ruling Cheydinhal one day. That's a responsibility I aim to make him ready for. We'll see. Good one. I doubt it. Don't talk. Whatever you want. Sure, that's cute. I accept. Don't try to manipulate me. That's not bad. You too.
Hello.
Fellow knight, I bid you welcome. I'm pleased that a Knight of the Thorn has received such a worthy gift, even if you're just an honorary knight. There are no quests for you right now, Sir Knight. Don't fret, though. The knights will rise to the occasion once again. Huzzah! Goodbye, knight. Remember to carry our symbol proudly as a beacon of hope for all Cyrodiil.